Earlier this year, we were bowled out by Australia for 27 runs, the second lowest total ever in the history of Test cricket. The 50-over Women World Cup is currently going on in India. And although there are 4 West Indies ladies there taking part in the World Cup, the West Indies cricket team, women cricket team, failed to qualify for the 50-over World Cup. It is the second consecutive 50 overs World Cup that a West Indies team is failing to qualify for. As you may recall, the men team failed to qualify for the 2023 World Cup, also in India. What makes the women's situation even more serious is that we reached the semifinals of the last ODI World Cup in 2022. That was rescheduled. It should have been in 2021, but due to COVID, it was rescheduled to 2022. Our T20 international team have lost the T20 international series to an associate member. Someone pointed out in the comment section that Nepal is getting less than $1 million per year from the ICC. Less than $1 million per year from the ICC. While West Indies is getting approximately, not quite 4 million, but approximately 4 millions each year, each month. So Nepal get less than $1 million for the year. West Indies, who's a full member, gets approximately $4 million each month. Yet still, Nepal is beating us in a series. Those who were of the belief, because I always put it out there, that the money is not the challenge to develop our skill. Money is not an issue to develop our skills. And Nepal is showing that. I don't quite sure if somebody told me that they get less than $1 million. What I know for a fact is that the 90-odd associate member teams get something like $868 million to share for all of them for the year. How that is appropriate to each team, I don't know. How it is shared, I don't know. But someone said that they're getting less than $1 million a year. So all this talk about we need money to make the team better, I guess Nepal has thrown that out the window. But I believe, just like the phoenix rises from the ashes and soars beyond the stars, that West Indies cricket will come good again. That is my conviction. Once we take the decisions of brave men. Right now, we are taking some decisions. Some cowardly decisions, put it that way. So once we take the right decisions, we will soar again. Hello everyone, and welcome to the #1 cricket channel in the Caribbean. I thank you for being here. I appreciate your company as usual. It's a pleasure to be here with you again today. I think long and hard about doing the watch along today, but my good friend Elton said I have to do it. And I set it up, and as soon as I come here, it's just a different feeling because I'm with you guys. And when I'm with you guys, I am happy. Because even if West Indies is losing, when we are together and can discuss it, it is so much better. It lifts our feeling. So West Indies won the toss and decided to bat first. West Indies won the toss and decided to ask Nepal to bat first. I don't know why, because how I reason it is that the team who bat first in the first 2 matches won those matches. So why if I win the toss in the 3rd match, I don't bat first? Why? I lost the 2 previous matches batting second. Why don't I try something different and bat first on this occasion? It's this one I don't understand. I don't understand. I was hoping that West Indies would have batted first after winning the toss, and I was very surprised that we did not bat first. So this is one that I definitely don't understand. Honestly, I do not understand why that is so, because I really expected us that once winning the toss, we would have batted first. But the decision making again leaves a lot to be desired. The score goes up to 64 for 2. That ball was played down to short 3rd man, and they go through for a single. So 64 for 2. Naveen in his first over, 5 deliveries, 4 runs. So Gulshan is on 2, and Padel, the captain, he's on 9. He's on strike. Naveen bowls to him and he steered it down to a forward of point. There was a field at backward point. He has to kick. He come forward, he moves to his right, picked it up, and they get a single. So that will push the score now up to 65 for 2 at the end of over 11. So 65 for 2 at the end of over 11. Pardell is on 10. Ja is on 2. And it's 65 for 2 at the end of over number 11. Hussein has bowled his 4 overs, 1 for 26. We're going to see who's going to replace Hussein. I would go for Gore, and congratulations to Kareem Gore. That's a story that I know that he will talk for a long time, and it will probably go down into the history book. Yeah, good to see that he's giving Gore the ball. Has there ever been a time where a player who has been dropped by an associate member team is now picked by a full member team? I know that guys like Tim David and Owen Morgan were playing for associate members team and were drafted by full member team. This one is hit away high in the air, gone for 6 runs there, 71 now for 2. So Pardell just hitting that high in the air over deep mid wicket for 6. It's 71 for 2. He swung just right in this slot, and he swung it away for 2. So has that ever happened before where a player who was dropped from associate team plays for the full member team? You know, Tim David and Pardell and those cases are different. Somebody like David Wees, he moves from a full member team to associate member team and so on. And there's a lot of players moving to associate member teams. But I can't recall an associate member player being dropped and then a full member team is selected to play on a full member team. This is a strange one to me. I will need to check the history book to see if that actually ever happened before, So I don't know. I definitely need to check the book to see if that has ever happened before. So Gore bowls and outside the half stump, the score remains at 71 for 2. Steered away, he's out car. Oh, drop! Oh my lord! Crampy Hussein! Crampy Hussein drop a sitter at short third man. I told you he was crampy. He just got his foot in the wrong places. I can't believe he just got his feet in the wrong places, man. He just got it all wrong. He just got it all wrong there, man. All wrong. Come on, Hussein, you have to do better than that. 75 for 2 now, the score. Yeah, as just the ball turn away, down a wide, it goes to the man at short fine leg who shy at the stump, and lazy holder failed to back up properly and allow them to come back for 2. So that effectively they ran 3. So the ball turn away, probably off the pad, wide turn away. Django didn't go around and collect. It bounced off his gloves, go to short fine leg. The fielder at shine leg picked up shy at the stump. If he had hit it, the batsman would have been out. But the problem is that Jason Holder now didn't back up properly and allow them to come back for another run. As he swings at that one and he misses, the score remains at 75 for 2 after 11.5. Now, you look at that and you know what is the most disappointed thing about that just now? The bowler is bowling left-arm orthodox spin. He's running from 2-3 steps. 2-3 steps. So he delivered to the batsman. The batsman looked to turn it. It was a wide. The keeper didn't collect. It come off the keeper gloves, go to short fine leg, and the bowler was not behind the stump. So that ball should not have even gone too lazy holder, Kareem Gore should have been behind the stump, gathering the ball and run the man out. That's the most disappointed thing about that bit of cricket just now. Basic, straightforward cricket. I could understand if it's a fast bowler who let go something and run halfway down the pitch, 2/3 way down the pitch. Then you expect the mid-on or the mid-off to come to the stump. But a man who deliver the ball, who is walking up to the stump to deliver the ball, and after he delivers, he stand up, did not get back behind the stump, which is basic cricket. He should never ever play for West Indies again. Raman Simmons is into the attack. The ball goes through outside the half stump, 75 for 2 after 12.1. He should never ever play for West Indies again. Kareem Gore should never ever play for West Indies again. That's the worst bit of cricket we have played since we are in Nepal. Our cricket in Nepal has been terrible. But what we saw just now was the worst bit of it. Absolute worst. A man who is walking up to the stump to deliver. The batsman looked to scoop, the keeper throw it up in the air, he's out. So Raman Simmons have picked up the wicket 75 for 3 now after 12.2 overs. Well done, Raman Simmons. And Pardell, the captain, goes for 17. So Pardell gone for 17 from 19 deliveries. 75 for 3 after 12.2 overs. This is good from the West Indies bowlers, definitely. How comes? I'm trying to understand. Please, somebody explain it to me, because maybe I don't understand the cricket that well, So I'm asking somebody who understands it to explain it to me. A bowler who is bowling off a two-step, walking in, bowling off a two-step, walking in. And when him deliver, him almost stand up at the crease when him deliver. And the ball go to short fine leg off the keeper gloves. That means that it didn't even go there too fast. It never went there too fast because it went off the keeper gloves. I'm going to end the poll at the match started, so I've ended the poll. So when I ended, 60% of you said Nepal was going to win. So it never went too fast. And this guy did not get back behind the stump to run out the man. And you expect me to pick him again? I want to pick him again. Every schoolboy who I ever coach, when I used to coach schoolboy cricket, and then I coach at a sugar company for a year. But everybody who I ever coach know that if them do that, them not playing on my team again. And that's what you call standard. 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 It's as simple as that, What's the standard? It's as simple as standard. Simple. Just the standard. What's the standard? 76 for 3. Raman Simmons over the wicket, bowls the batsman, play outside the half stump and misses it, goes through to him. So 76 for 3 after 12.4. What's the standard? I just can't believe. What's the standard? Two-step and him can't get back behind the stump. It's not somebody. I can't believe that somebody is behind the stump. It's Kareem Gore who should have gotten back behind the stump. Kareem Gore should have gotten behind the stump. So is that someone? That is Kareem Gore's responsibility. So is that someone should have gotten back behind the stump? Kareem Gore. Yes, lazy older should not have fumbled and let them get another run. Crampy Hussain should not have dropped the catch. But on this occasion, Kareem Gore's responsibility to get behind the stump. 77 for 3 at the end of the over. 77 for 3 at the end of the over. 30 gone. So Raman Simmons 1 for 2 from his first over. Good bowling here, young man. Good to see that he has a good over here. When he played in the first match, his ball did travel. If I'm captain, I'm not even giving him back the ball, Not even the ball, I'm not giving him back to bowl. I bat him at 11. It's called standard. It's called standard. Sheldon. Uh, Christopher Bristol, you know that they want to be in trouble, Christopher Bristol, because let me tell you why they want to be in trouble. This one hit high in the air. Has it gone all the way? Yes, it gone all the way. Drop on top of the room for 6. So Kareem Gore was giving back the ball and he hit it over long off for 6. 6 more to the total. It's now 83 for 3. Sheldon said I need some energy. I'm happy to see you here, Sheldon. Christopher. Let me say this, Christopher Bristol. It's about standard, Christopher Bristol. If that was an English team, if that was the England cricket team, the Indian cricket team, the Australian, the South African, even Nepal, if that was Nepal, Kareem Gore would get back to the stump because it's called standard. They know the standard, but in West Indies cricket, you can do anything and get away with it. The other day I told you about a player who swing across the line of a ball and get bowled, and because one member of the backroom staff said that couldn't out him, the member have to end up apologizing to the team, to the player and to the team. I told you about an incident when a West Indies bowling coach called a youngster to come and do some bowling because he wants to work with him on something specifically. The bowler tell him to sit down, just give him the ball, make him go and bowl. Those are the things that happen, man. Those are the things that happen, and we wonder why the cricket is in such a state. Those are the things that happen. Gore over the wicket bowls to the left-hander who turn it away into the mid-wicket region and they get a singer. The score goes up to 84 for 3 after 13.3. 84 for 3 after 13.3. That's the score right now. 84 for 3. Let's watch now as Kareem Gore is making some adjustment. He's very lucky. He will go down in it. So another singer to the batsman, Gulsan, as the score moves up to 84 for 3. As that one, he whipped off the bails, Django, but no damage done. Still 84 for 3 after 13.4. Just whipped off the bails, no damage done as the ball grips and turn across the right-hander. West Indies winning the toss and asked Nepal to bat first, which I just don't understand. Could not understand it. 1, 2, 3 short steps, and then he stopped after 1 step. So that's what I'm saying. The ball cut away, and this time is right at the stump, so the message got to him. I'm happy to see that the message got to him. And this is good from Jason Older. I'm sure it's Jason Older who did it, I'm almost positive that it was Lazy Older who gave him the Oreo. Well done, Lazy Older. It must have been Lazy Older said, young man, what you think? You have to get back behind the stump. There he is. See it? He's slower than a church mouse, but he still get the job done, I think. I'm checking. I'm waiting, Yes, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's slower than a church mouse, but he still get the job done. Probably that's why he couldn't get back to the stump, because he's so slow. And I really appreciate Lazy Older as a senior man. I think it must be a senior man like Lazy Older who stepped up and said, what the F you doing, boy? Get behind the stump. And the camera is showing lazy older, so it must be lazy older who give him the hurry up. So big up yourself, lazy older. Well done. Well done. This young man, you know, come on, man. We have to play the cricket more than that. So 84 for 4 as the new batsman. This look like Sheik who made it's now 85 for 4. Sheik who made I think Sheik made a half century yesterday as the Jura gets off the mark. So wide there by Gore. That was a wide delivery. Let's watch Gore comes in now. Bows to the right-handed Jura, who's forward, and he plays it to cover, and there is no run. The score remains at 85 for 4 after 14. Big up yourself, Athena. Remember Sir Viv Richards and Richard Gabriel issue in Australia? It's not coming to me right away, Athena. Do you care to remind me? Yes, I would really appreciate it. At what level is coaching the problem, though? It can't be. It's like in football, you know. An international football coach can't be teaching a man to control a football. He can't be teaching a man to make a 10-yard pass. He can't be teaching a man to make even a 20-yard pass. And when you reach that level, you expect that, for example, you expect the coach of the Jamaica football team to be teaching a man to control a ball or to pass a ball for 20 yards and all of them things there. You don't expect that. So you can't expect Ryan Griffiths to be teaching that to Kareem Gore. So it's really the coaching at the primary school level, you know, because you have a lot of coaches at those levels. A lot of person going around and pretending to be coaches at those levels. Don't know the game any at all. Don't know the game any at all. 2 more to the total. It goes up now to 91 for 4. 91 for 4. As Simmons is back into the attack. 1 for 8 from 1.2. And Dave Cameron was right, you know, I said it many times, when he said that the large majority, the vast majority of female PE teachers, especially in the primary school. One more wicket have gone down, 91 now for 5 as Lazy Older took a nice catch on the boundary. Raman Simmons got another wicket as the batsman looked to ramp that over third man, and it goes down into the hands of Lazy Older for a to be out. 91 for 5 after 14.3 overs. We need to bowl them out, you know. We need to bowl them out for about 120. So he was right. The vast majority of the PE teachers do not know cricket. And as I go around to primary schools and introduce cricket to them, and I have to interact with these PE teachers, I'm even more certain that Dave Cameron was right, because I now have the experience up front. So I have the experience myself. And, you know, so you can't expect Darren Sammy to be teaching or Ryan Griffiths to be teaching guys basic things. You know, the things are basic. Yeah, the things are basic. 91 for 5 after 14.3. Yeah, man, that's my nickname for him. No arm. No arm. I sure I wanna call him that in front of his face. No arm. No, there's no malice in it. That's just my nickname for him. Beating outside the half stump. Good delivery there. Good delivery by Raman Simmons, beaten outside the half stump. The score remains at 91 for 5. No arm. That's just my nickname for him. Just like if I see him, I would say Mr. Holder, and I would say Mr. Hussein. It's just those things. Those things is just like to add some color, to add some flavor to the watch along. It's nothing more than that. So anyone who want to think that it is more than that, anyone who wants to think that it is more than that, you're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong place. And if you think that it is anything more than that, you're in the wrong place. Your mindset is in the wrong place if you think that it is anything more than that. It's nothing more than to add some color to the. Jamaicans use very colorful language, and because I use colorful language all the time. I try my best not to use it in this community. Maybe now and then it slips out, but that's par for the course. I am those who want to pretend to be perfect. I wonder what you are doing when people are not seeing you. That's why I always ask person. You see those perfectionists around you? Ask them what they are doing when others are not seeing them. Those perfectionists. And those perfectionists who especially criticize the young people, is because we don't know what they were doing when they were young, Yes. Because there's nothing the young people are doing nowadays, that never used to happen from before, It is just now that because there are phones and so on, and persons want to post everything now. So those persons who criticize young people, it's because we don't know what you were doing when you were young. So those who want to come here when I use some colorful language and they believe that this is holy ground and believe that it is perfectionism, well, boy, I'm going to ask you, I would love to see what you are doing when no one is watching. Because you come here and you pretend to be, if I use some colorful language and you come and you pretend to be holy and perfect and talk about how disturbed you are. But you leave work with the boss pen, don't? And you carry your children things to work to print, don't? Yeah? You use your boss ink to print and electricity to print your children's schoolwork, and your neighbor, probably sometime you even help out your neighbor. 96 for 5. Probably sometime you even help out your neighbor, don't? Eh? And there's one list of things, and you need a few sheets of scrap paper, and instead of go and buy it, you take 2 from the office, carry home. Eh? Talk to me. The perfectionist among us. Talk to me, man. Talk to me now. 96 for 5. After 16.2 overs. Now the test team is not playing any warm-up matches in India now. 97 for 5 now. The score goes up to 97 for 5. As That delivery from Blades, the batsman looked to pull, but it go in the air and the bounce down towards long on, and they got a single, and the score goes up to 97 for 5. So after 15.3, it's 97 for 5. Yeah, no warm-up match. We never play absolutely Athena. Nothing but a Caribbean run shop talk name. Nothing more than that. There's nothing more than that to it, man. Absolutely Athena. I mean, as Blades again bowls, the batsman pull it down again to long on for another single, 98 for 5, as you see on the screen there. So Blades really bowling quite well here. Good spell by Blades. He's in his second over. None for 10 from 4 overs. Roman Simmons 2 for 11 from 2 overs. As there's lazy holder on the screen. So Jedediah Blaze is it, man. He's got to come as he switch. Let's see. Yeah, he continues over the wicket and the batsman hit the sign the air, but it dropped short again. They got a single, 99 for 5. Despite Fabian Allen charging in. The fleet-footed Fabian Allen. No one will disagree with that. That's a nice one, but I don't think many persons will agree with that. The fleet-footed. Sheldon, it is more complex than that, Sheldon. Sheldon is asking when the DJ, the music producer, is going to be part of the West Indies coaching setup. It's not going to happen anytime soon. You will have to remove first the current president. Sheldon, I just say that I'm just looking at the politics of it. I'm just looking at the politics of it, Sheldon. The vice president of cricket, West Indies, he could negotiate something, he could say to the president, I am running against you if room is not made for these two guys to come into the coaching setup. And that would really throw a spanner in the wheel, don't? That would really throw a spanner in the wheel if Bassarat said to Shallow, I want Pollard and Bravo in the West Indies coaching setup, else I'm running against you. Very interesting, very interesting. Well, I would say to him, if I'm the president of Cricket West Indies and he said that, and he's going to say, if I run against you, the 2 Trinidad vote gone. And that means, say, you don't have the 2 Barbados votes, and you don't have the 2 Guyanese votes. Some just want 1 more vote now. So I need Pollard and Bravo in the West Indies coaching setup. If I'm negotiating that, if I'm a president, I'm going to say, listen to me. 105 for 5. That ball from Lazy Holder went for 6. Another delivery stroke into the offside, and it goes to backward point. They go through for a single. Holder is back behind the stump, took off the bails. They will check it, but I think the batsman reached. So the score remains at 105 for 5. If I'm the president, I'm going to say, all right, Bassarat, I give you 1. I can't give you both, but I give you 1. Yeah, man, the 2 of them are going to be too much for Sammy. And it will cause more chaos than really, For me, I always said it. I wouldn't. Well done, Lazy Holder. Look at him. Brilliant from Lazy Holder. Well done. You see it is done? Brilliant, Lazy Holder. Textbook that, Textbook. Absolutely textbook. And Why is that textbook? Because I'm going to explain this to you guys. And I know many of you are watching. Is looking at that and said, oh, Mr. Brown calling that textbook and Jason Holder is not behind the stump. All right, now learn cricket now. Learn cricket. And that's why it was brilliant, you know. Jason Holder determined that if he wait on the ball to pass the stump and come into his hand, by the time that happened, the batsman will reach his ground. So he just stepped forward and almost in one motion just guide the ball to the stump. You understand? I don't need to pay for that. If he had stayed behind the stump and wait till the ball passed the stump, the batsman would have reached. That's why he has to step forward. So I'm going to learn something today. Because I know most of you say, oh, Mr. Brown, I said that's a textbook. And him should have behind the stump. I don't learn cricket with another year, me, man. I don't learn a lot. And that's why a person said I must stop doing it because it's high level knowledge. High level knowledge. Well, Patrick Anthony, if you're a perfectionist, then when it happened, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but cricket is a part of society. The persons who play cricket are a part of our society. Craig Brathwaite did say that any coach for the West Indies need to understand the West Indies culture. He was a captain of the West Indies cricket team. Shimron Etmeyer said that persons need to understand our culture. So I'm sorry. I don't do it willingly, but when I do it, I don't make any apology. It's not something that I plan to do. I probably do it 1 or 2 times over the 4 years that I've started this channel. But if it happened, it happened. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Patrick. I would love to see what you are doing at nights, you know. Jano, when nobody's watching you, I would love to see what you are doing, Patrick. Hey, Patrick, I'd love to see what you are doing. Yeah. No, I don't know. No, I don't think that Dave Cameron should come back curving Duncan. I think you need somebody to lead the West Indies who will be firm and who will be strict. But no, I think Dave Cameron time has passed. He has done his bit and he has passed. You know, it has passed. Dave Cameron, like Brian Lara, are 2 persons who have been victim of the society, and those 2 persons had the best interest of West Indies cricket at heart, but because we don't have any standard, we allow those 2 persons to leave the cricket at key points in our history. Brian Lara resigning, retiring, and the vote out of Dave Cameron. You know, so but I don't think that they should come back. You know, I don't think, no, its time has passed. You definitely need somebody who's going to grow some balls and take some decisions and firm decisions, and we as the Caribbean people need to support those policies, whether we agree with them or not. You know, anybody who's going to take charge of West Indies cricket now and lay down measurable KPIs high in the air. Let's see if this is a chance again. 7 wickets down, 109 for 7. 109 for 7. Jediah Blades gets the wicket. Yeah, so anybody who's going to lay down the answer, this is the standard. This is the standard, and the person said to the Caribbean people, this is the standard. I want your support. Let's do something. I am going to back that person. The champion is not about pride, because I believe that Bravo is a good coach. I believe that Pollard is a good coach. I don't know if they have their certification. But it's also about the attitude that they're going to bring to it, because many persons think that these two guys, if they become involved with West Indies cricket, they are really in it as scout for their agency. That's how some persons believe that these two guys are scout if they are going to get involved, because it did happen already. We recall the incident that happened at the Jamaica Pegasus in Kingston, where Phil Simmons and Pollard was trying to scout a cricketer. And because the cricketer was not in agreement, he was dropped for the next match. So many persons believe that these guys are scout for their agency, So Blades 110 for 7 is the score. So Blades to continue he aborts his run up. He's gonna come in now. As the score goes, oh no, Blades, man. No, 114 for 7. No, man, it was outside the half stump and it cut away, and then there's poor fielding again. Poor fielding on the third man boundary. It was really a long up, but the field and the third man boundary should have done much, much better. And no Blades would be annoyed, but that fielder was oh man, he should have really, really done better, man. Should have really done better on the third man boundary. Very, 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 very unfortunate, man. That looks to pull, the batsman look to pull, it goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. The score remained at 114 for 7. 114 for 7. Sheldon said, Sheldon, I'm trying to put it the best way for you, because really and truly, Sheldon, that's really not a good question. Sheldon is asking me why I'm not campaigning for Pollard and DJ Bravo to be the coach of the West Indies, because that wouldn't be my choice. It's as simple as that. They wouldn't be my choice. I'm trying to find a way to put it. 114 for 7 at the end of 18. To show you the best example. I'm trying to put away. Trying to come up with an illustration here, Sheldon. There are many pretty women around, many pretty women. Some beautiful, elegant ladies. But it doesn't mean because they are beautiful and elegant and sophisticated that I want all of them. I only want one. And I have the one that I want, that I need. So not because I said to you that you are said to a lady, wow, you're looking nice today, You're beautiful. You're strolling the auditorium, man. You're absolutely fascinating. That doesn't mean I want to be in a relationship with her. So not because I think that Pollard and Bravo are good, it doesn't mean that I want them to coach the West Indies, although I think that they will make a good contribution. Just like I have no doubt that probably many of those ladies will be great to have a relationship with. It still doesn't mean that I want to have one with them. So I really think that's probably the poorest question you ever ask, since you are in this community and you have made some very valuable contribution. 117 for 7 after 18.1. Good stop though. Was that Lazy Older against scrambling on the boundary? Wow, what a game he's having. What a game Lazy Older is having. That's the score there, 118 for 7. That's the score on the screen there. Byron Banton. Oh, Byron Banton probably is one of my visually impaired. Is probably one of my visually impaired. I am live with a general. Yeah. Sorry. Byron Banton is probably one of my visually impaired. So it's 118 for 7. So I need to keep up the score. 118 for 7. Just a minute. Yes, General, yes, sir. Yeah, 118 for 7. Just a minute. Okay, all right, cool. Sorry about that. So he's giving him 118 for 8 now. He's giving him one more wicket down. He has given it. 118 for 8. Raman Simmons, what a match he's having. 3 for 15. Wow. From 2.4 overs. Why did they take so long to make him bowl? As probably Nepal would have been bowled out by now. Full delivery, swung across the line, and he's out leg before. Mr. Casanova said, Older is a smart cricketer, just wish he would work harder. Every time I see him running up so lazy, it just pissed me off. Yeah, it was brilliant work by Lazy Older there. Very much brilliant work by Lazy Older. Oh, please remember to check out the Cricket Forum store in the video description. I've not, and click on the link in the video description. Check out the Cricket Forum store, man. Check out the Cricket Forum store and support the thing. You're getting a lot of conversation, a lot of good argument, man. So check out the Cricket Forum store and scan the QR code on the screen for Go Find the best in men fashion. Really, they are from yesterday, but since they are there, check them out still, He's bowled 118 for 9. Raman Simmons. Oh, what a boy. Raman Simmons. This is good enough. This is very good. Which bowler decided that them not going? And Norman was a Shepherd game gone. Gone. Shepherd gone. Simmons is the man. Yeah. And Simmons is the man. Simmons. Hubbard Mackay gone too. Done with them. They have passed through the revolving door and have gone out. They have gone out through the revolving door. Done with them, man. Passed through. Gone. Yeah, well bowl indeed, Simmons. Well bowl. Not true? Well bowl, man. Well bowl. Well bowl, Simmons. What a good innings, man. What a good bowling performance from Simmons. Good bowling performance from Simmons. Here they have passed Obed McCoy and Romero Shepherd. Now they need to evolve into another era of cricket. You see like how Pollard and Bravo evolve into other era? Yes, they now need to evolve into the other era. Whether they taking up umpiring, commentating, whatsoever it is, they just need to evolve into other eras of cricket. So it's 118 for 9 at the end of over number 19. But remember, I saw somebody saying that we must remember that we still don't win as yet. We made less than 100 yesterday, you know? Less than 100 yesterday. Less than 100 yesterday. We made less than 100. The champion is a champion. What is really Shepherd's role in the West Indies team? Is he one of our best 5 bowlers? Is he one of our best 6 batsmen? If we're playing a T20 match, swing and a miss, 118 for 9. Jedediah Blades bowling the last over. Is he one of our best 5 bowlers? If we're picking a team with the 2 Josephs, the 2 left-arm orthodox spinner, plus someone like Jason Holder, how Shepherd fit in at that? And him can't bowl like Simmons. He can't bowl like Simmons, you know. Just pull away down to mid-wicket for 4. That it was back of a length into the pitch and he pulled it away down to mid-wicket for 4. As you see on the screen there, it's 122 for 9. He can't bowl like Simmons. He can't bowl like Jaden Seals. You know? There was a time when you could say, boy, he used to hit away a few balls. But when was the last time he did that? In the IPL, he make 50 from 14 deliveries. When last Shepherd hit away a few balls for the West Indies? You know? Swing and a miss by the batsman. It goes through to the keeper. 122 for 9. Amazing job by Captain Hussain. You know, I want to say something about Akil Hussain. I love him as a captain, you know. I absolutely love Akil Hussain as a captain. I have never heard a West Indies captain came out before and say, yo, the batsman, them now bat, them need for bat. I love it. There was no mince in a word. Man say you can't be 16 for 2 after 6 overs. I love him. I love him, man. I love him as a captain. Jano. So you see if Hope continue to strike at just 125, 122, we can drop Hope. But you know, let me tell you something, man. You have to understand the politics of this thing, you know. Understand the politics. Enough politics, you know. You know why Joel Anjo never kept in the first 2 matches that he played? High in the air, chance for second wicket. Yes, let's see. Yes, he's gone. 122 all out. 19.5. So West Indies should be able to win this match. You know why Joel Anjo did not keep in the 2 matches that he played? Because it was instruction from above. And him can't feel, you know. Him can't feel. And the evidence of what we have seen, him can't feel. We saw it in Fort Lauderdale. We saw it again in Nepal. Him can't feel. Him's a wicket keeper. And I think that if the youngster had wicket keep in these matches, you know, that he'd have performed better. Those are my views. He'd have performed better if he had wicket keep in these matches. But the instruction came from above. because Hope sees Joel Andrew more of a threat for his game. He doesn't really see Django as a threat for his game. So the instruction was let Django keep. Because if Joel Andrew kept, because Joel Andrew is a much better wicket keeper than Django. And I think it affected the youngster why probably him never made no runs. I'm not finding any excuses for him. He has been poor. But it could be one of the things that affected the youngster why he never made any runs. But I would have loved to see him keeping, but the instruction came from above that he should not keep. Remember that although you see Ryan Griffiths being the coach here, him still have to listen to the boss, Him still have to listen to the Supremo. And, so trust me. So the gloves is mine, said Sheho. The gloves is mine. When last has he finished a game for the West Indies? I would love to know when last he finished a game for the West Indies. I would be absolutely love to know the last time Romario Shepherd finished a game for the West Indies. The last time he finished a game. Somebody please tell me the last time that Romario Shepherd actually finished a game for the West Indies. I would love to know. I would absolutely love to know. Good bowling performance though from the West Indies, of course, led by Roman Simmons. So happy for the young man. Very, very happy for Roman Simmons. What's the hell happened here? No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Really? I don't understand what just happened there. Really? When last has he really finished a match? When last has he finished a man? When he the champion? When last has he finished a man? When last has he finished a match? I can't tell it. So if you can tell me the last time that he finished a match, I'll be happy. I'll be very happy. Leroy George, you're entitled to your opinion, but the evidence doesn't show that, eh? The evidence doesn't show that Joel Andrews is a solid batsman. That's not what the evidence is showing. But again, as I said, we are all entitled to our opinion, aren't we? We are all entitled to our opinion. We're all entitled to our opinion, but the evidence is not showing that, eh? I wish the evidence was showing that, but it is not. It is not showing that. And maybe one day the evidence will show that. Maybe one day we'll do something that we can say, yes, he's the real deal, solid batsman. Don't be like that guy who came on and said that Augusti faced 7 deliveries and he looks good. Look good what, man? What man can face 7 deliveries and look good? What goes so? What do the man here, man? The man let's face 7 deliveries and look good. What can go so, man? Must be a joke. Well, it is a joke. that is the standard. A man face 7 deliveries and look good. That's the standard, eh? That's what West Indies cricket gone to. So a man face 7 deliveries and you're saying look good. you know? So I'm back for the West Indies innings. So welcome back to everyone. Appreciate you very much as we look to take West Indies to victory. Oh, what's wrong with Sheldon, man? Sheldon, not because your choices are Pollard and Bravo. They have to be my choice. My choices are not Pollard and Bravo. I said it all the while. My choice is Justin Langer and Changakan Pandit. That's his name, yeah. Changakan Pandit. Those are my choices. If I'm to go, those are the persons who I'm going with. So how is that? It's quite vice versa. Sheldon, I not only talk a good talk, I know what I want. I don't want what you told me that you want. I know what I want and I'm sticking to what I want. It's either Pandit or Langa. Those are my choices. So yeah, one without last West Indies as Agusti and Amir Django are the two openers. So that was a leg by down the leg side. So one without loss. So I know what I want, Sheldon. I don't allow persons to determine what I should do. I make my own decision. So you are making a Trinidadian decision, but I'm making a best in class decision. You see the difference? You are making a decision based on your loyalty to your fellow Trinidadians. But I'm making a decision based on what I consider to be best in class. Yes, Sheldon. Yeah. So you are making a biased decision based on the country where you're from. Why this damn thing freeze? One without loss as Agusti played that back down the outside of the pitch to the ball and there is no run. So you're making a decision based on the country where you're from. You know? And loyalty to your fellow countrymen. But I'm making a decision which is best in class, which I think is the best interest of West Indies cricket, not in the interest of Trinidad and Tobago. And if you think that I'm just talking a smooth talk, but I don't remember what you said, guts or something. I'm okay with that. If you think that I don't have any guts because I don't support your biased Trinidadian approach to West Indies cricket. Because, swung away by Agusti, this gone a long way. Indeed, it's a long way, 9 without loss. He really swung that away. Yeah. So that's a good shot there by Agusti. You see, my good friend John P. Nicol, I don't know what you're talking about, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. You're really trying to find something to say, John P. But I don't know what. I absolutely don't know what you're talking about. By the way, do you hear that? Because I'm coming back to it. But John P, I never heard you saying anything on Saturday when they took Raman Simmons to the clean as you hide. But because he got 3 for, and you see, John P. Nicol, the thing with me now, I move as the facts change, I change. I am not like some persons like Husman yesterday, who still think that Etmaya should be playing for West Indies because of what he did probably 3-4 years ago or when he was our under-19 captain. So I'm not like that. I change as more evidence become available, as more facts become available, as the data change, my views adjusted to the data. So I don't really want to hear. What is important to me is what you're doing for the West Indies. Yeah. It's what you do for the West Indies that is important to me. I've seen so many pulled away down towards deep mid-wicket for 4. Lovely shot by Amir Jangu. 4 more to the total. West Indies 13 without loss. Lovely shot by Amir Jangu. He moves up to 5. West Indies 13 without loss. So for me, I've seen so many youngsters over the years, especially in schoolboy football in Jamaica, who was a schoolboy footballer that dazzle. I have seen so many cricketers over the years, not in recent time, because in recent time we don't see anybody who can really bat. But in the past, the Ralston Hutto, the Delroy Morgan and all of those, we have seen so many of them who dazzle. But yet still they never made that transition to the higher level. So what really matters to me is a transition to the higher level, and I give Raman Simmons credit for his bowling performance today. Well done, congratulations. And you heard I said that I gave him in praise. So I don't know you're talking about egg on my face, egg on my face. You well want egg to be on my face, you John P. Nicol. You well, I mean, what's something like that? You well want, well. Oh my Lord, that would be the nicest thing for you, John P. Nicol. Yeah? This would be the nice thing. Isn't it? It would be the nicest thing for you. Far too long, Mr. Casanova said. Let me. Pulled away, this time by Agusti, down to the backward square leg boundary, diving effort by the field like cannot get there, 18 without loss. Good morning, Valerie. So you okay? All right, Gerald Music. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm gonna check it out. Definitely gonna check it out. But I'll check it out, Gerald Music. But it's not much. It probably not fast. I know it's probably by the time. I'm probably seeing it the same time as you, but by the time I say it and it goes through YouTube, well, you say much faster. Much faster. It's probably more than the regular 1 minute delay. All right, so I'll check it out. I'll check it out. But there's something that I need to do. I need to stop this. Yes, yes, I needed was to stop that. I thought that the music was being played during the break, and I never realized that there was no music. 22 without loss, West Indies. So well, this is one of the YouTube link. I hope this one stay up. I hope this one stay up, Mr. Casanova. Definitely hope this one stay up. You know we're having trouble with the YouTube links. So this one is saying 24 without loss. So apparently, yes, it's a yes. Because we're having a lot of trouble with the YouTube links. 145,000 persons watching this stream. The Nepal people, them love cricket, them come for the give with the tree love, Them come for give with the tree love, man. Some Paul balls down the leg side. The keeper comes across, stopped it. There is no run. The score remains at 24 without loss. It probably came off something. The Nepal people, them turn up to the figure with the tree love. Absolutely turn up. Oh boy. So it appears to be it definitely appears to be a little quicker there Mr. Gerald Music. Thank you very much. Well, we had a lot of YouTube links going, but what happened, it seems like some copyright things, so they're always coming off. White signal now, 25 without loss. So that's why I haven't gone. But thank you very much, Gerald Music. You're a good man. So Agosti is on 18, Django is on 6, 25 without loss. Some Paul bowls. Django looks to drive, got that. So he looks to drive there inside edge onto his pad. Thank you very much, Athena. Please, you know, hit that like button, please, as Athena said. Let's watch some Paul. To Django turn away down to short fine leg, who misfield and they go through for a single. I think it came off the pad, but let's watch the signal from the umpire. Probably bat. 26 without loss is now the score. 26 without loss. So we're gonna watch some Paul. There's something that okay. Yes. Thank you very much, Athena. Yes, please slash a like on the video. Click on the subscribe button. Some Paul bowls to Django, pulls this away down towards the deep mid wicket boundary for 4. So 4 more to the total. It goes up now to 29. 30 is it? 30 without loss. So it's 30 without loss. The score on the screen. Why is it behind? Why is it delaying so much? The score on the screen. Okay. Sampal bowls to Django. Django looks to turn that into the inside and is beaten on the outside edge. Lord my God. Really? Oh, sorry, is that Agosti? I'm mixing them up. Oh, Lord Jesus. Agosti tried to turn the ball on the inside and is beaten on the outside edge. He's looking very good. Very good. He's looking absolutely good. Sampal bowled a bouncer to Agosti over his head. A bouncer that went over his head. The score remains at 30 without loss. Have you ever seen that before? A batsman turning a ball into the inside and is beaten on the outside edge. I can't recall ever seeing that before. 30 without loss at the end of over number 3. But why they never gave a wide just now? Look at that ball. And the umpire does a signal wide. Yo! I hope Brathwaite and those guys are watching those hometown decisions, you know. Those are purely hometown decisions. I hope Brathwaite and Reefer and Bassarat and Butler, I hope they are watching those decisions. That's strictly a hometown decision. That's a clear wide, but the man say, eh? And then Paul, listen up. I hope they are watching those decisions. Giano. They must be watching those decisions, aren't they? They must be watching it, man. This is a strictly hometown decision. 31 without loss. Sagosti is on 22. Amir Django comes into strike, 31 without loss. Oh, that ball was swept away for 4. Alright, so what I'll do, I'll turn away this screen. I'll keep it going, just in case that they take down this one for copyright violation. So I've been looking at both screens. It's 35 now without loss. 35 without loss. This is much better from West Indies. Much, much better. Well, we have to be in a spot of bother before we start playing some good cricket, eh? We have to be in a spot of bother. Django covers up, played it back down the outside of the pitch, and there is no run. Just came forward there, played it back down the outside of the pitch, and there's no run. Pardell, the captain, is the bowler. This is his second over. So they begins to feel the crunch now, Bangladesh. He bowls to Django, plays this away to cover point. Again, there is no run. 37 without loss after 3.4 overs. 37 without loss. This one is pulled away down to the deep mid-wicket boundary, but straight to the fielder on the bounce, which will take the score up now to 38 without loss. .38 without loss now. Come to see where's this? Who's this? Colin Goodrich say, Mr. Brown, could you answer my question? Who is the senior wicketkeeper on this Nepal tour? Try to be honest with your reply. Colin Goodrich, what's wrong with you? Colin Goodrich, behave yourself, man. Behave yourself. But must try to be honest with my reply. Behave yourself. Behave yourself, man. And this year, this man, you know. But must try to be honest. That's disrespectful, man. Disrespectful. Disrespectful, but try to be honest. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. But try to be honest. When you say things like that, you're calling my credibility into question. That's not just reflecting opinion. You're attacking my credibility. Don't do that, brethren. Don't do that, man. But please be honest. Don't do that, man. There are many things that you can express yourself around, man. But when you attack my credibility, that's not nice, Colin. But please be honest. Because you think it's a hard question. It's an easy question to answer. Very easy question, because age doesn't make seniority. Who play more T20 matches? Joel Andrew kept in a T20 match already for West Indies in Florida. When I'm here, Django never played a T20 yet. Joel Andrew was keeping for him. So who's a senior T20 keeper? The most Joel Andrew. Them things are simple. You think it's a hard question? Age doesn't mean seniority. Two men working at a factory. One is 30 and one is 55, and the one is 30 is the manager. Age doesn't make you senior, boss. Joel Andrew kept in a wicket even before, kept do wicket keeping duty for the West Indies even before Amir Django makes his debut. So who is the senior wicket keeper at the T20 level? I bet you never reason it like that. You look at age and think, say, I got him. That's what you're saying. I'm going to get him with that one, you know. I bet you I'm going to get him. And I come disrespect me. But be honest, questioning my credibility. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. 39 without loss. You know, be honest. Sure, man. Yeah, you know, Tyre, I ignore negative comment all the while, you know, and, you know, but this is a community, and I have to appreciate that not everyone is going to agree with my views. It's my opinions. And that's why You can say something in a tire, and I say something. It's two different things, but we are looking at the same thing. It's just like how one of us will look at a lady and say that she's elegant, and the other one will looking at her and say she's boring. You know? No, that's not a good example. A movie. You ever come from back in the days when we were a little boy and we used to go watch movie? That means we never have no television at our house, and they used to keep this theater out in the square. And we'll be coming from the movie and you'll hear a man say, boy, the show bad enough. The show good. The show wicked. It was a marvelous show. You know what? Maybe I use it. A man will say, let's limit it to two. One man will say the show bad. Bad. And one man will say the show good. But they mean the same thing. So we can have different opinions about the same thing. And that's quite fine. But when you come tell me, so be honest. Be honest. Sure, man. Patrick Davey, how you doing? Well, my credibility mean a lot to me, Leroy George. My credibility. We are the #1 independent cricket channel in the Caribbean because of my credibility. I may say things that you don't agree with, like when I said that Shepherd time has expired. Person will not agree with that. It's fine. But it is my opinion is to assess it. The growth of this channel and the reason why it is #1 in the Caribbean independent, because CPL and CWI, is because of my credibility. And when somebody is going to come and question that credibility, well, maybe Leroy George, you don't cherish your credibility, so probably something like that will get under your skin because it doesn't cherish, Yeah, West Indies looking good so far, Jamor Small. Yes, these two batting well, and this is how we should have played. 43 without loss after 5.3. As Django Seckers now, as KC bowls to Django, pitched up outside the half stump, played it to cover the field and misfield. And it goes into the boundary for 4. 47 now without loss. Pitched up and Django onto the front foot, played it away down to cover the field and misfield, and it goes into the cover boundary. 47 without loss. Bad bit of feeling there. The pressure begins now to for the first time, West Indies really playing some cricket. Onto the front foot comes Django. He drives to cover. This time the fielder picked up and there is no run. 47 without loss. Thank you very much, Beth. I appreciate you. I appreciate that very much. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, John P. Nicol. You and I have some of the most heated discussion here, John P. Nicol. You call me some name sometime, and me call you back some. But you never yet question each other credibility, don't? Yeah, man. So, Bowls whipped away in the air to the man at mid-wicket on the bounce. The score remains at 47 without loss at the end of the power play. 47 without loss. West Indies need 123 to win. So they need a further 76 runs from 86 deliveries. That's less than a run a ball. It's less than a run a ball. It is, I say, please remember, we're looking good because we're playing for pride. Our anthem, We playing for pride. Yeah, I think that's the thumbnail. Is it that what the thumbnail said? Something like that. It is I. I think the thumbnail said something like that. Don't it is I. What the thumbnail said? Please remind me. I know it says something about pride. No problem, Sheldon. No problem. Let's get it on. Let's get it on, Sheldon, because I want Pandit. I want Pandit, Chandrakara Pandit, or Justin Langer to coach the West Indies team. You want your countrymen. No, you for me best in class. I think that Langer and Pandit are best in class. You know, that's my view on it. Mr. Casanova said, moving Augusti to the top seems to have improved our batting so far. Well, we're off to a good start, definitely, as it has improved our batting in this particular match. But again, it's a small sample size. You know, I would want to see both of them get these runs. I don't want anyone to out. 48 without loss. Bowls turn away by Amir Jangu, down back with a square leg for another single. He moves up to 19. Augusti on 28 comes into strike. It's all good, Colin Goodrich, man. Respect you, man. It's all good. It's all good, boss. You know, let me tell you something, Colin Goodrich. And this, because I don't only have to teach cricket. I can teach management skills too. And I'm going to do it at the end of this over. I'm going to say something at the end of this over. Full toss, clipped away, a misfield again by the field that covers. They are getting nervous. They are getting very nervous. So West Indies move up to 50 now without loss. Augusti moves to 29. I want to see the replay. Did that ball go to hand or go into the bunks? Just want to see the replay. It in the air. It's a drop catch, you know. It's a drop catch. Augusti dropped on 28. Good. That's good. That's good, Rohit. Rohit Pardel is the captain. 50 without loss after 6.3. This is good going by the West Indies. Over the wicket, the right arm seamer. Adil bowls to the left-handed Amir Jangu. Clip this off his toe down to the man at mid-wicket for a single on the boundary. 51 without loss after 6.4. 6.4, 61. Jangu is on 20. Augusti on 29 from 21 delivers, comes back into strike. Balls driven down the half side of the pitch to the man at mid-off, and there is no run. So Michael Douglas said, I don't really agree to your opinion. It's fine not to agree with my opinion, you know, Michael Douglas. I don't have a problem with that. But where did I say that it came from hope? I never said that. Never. So you know, yeah, I never said that. I never said that. So I never said that. And the last part of your sentence, I quite understand that, you know. I understand that, and really and truly that may have something to do with it, that both of them play for Falcons and Jangu kept ahead of him. So that may have something to do. Did Jangu keep wicket while Andrew was in the team, or did he start keeping when Andrew came out? Maybe that's something that you probably need to look at. So I don't have no problem with the last part of your sentence. Definitely no part with the last part of your sentence there. That could well be the reason why it is so, you know. But at no time did I say it came from hope. No time, no time. The end of the over. The point that I want to make, and this can go for everyone. Have you ever been like filling out a government form or a form for anywhere, and you see some question on the form and you don't know exactly what they're asking? You can the question can be interpreted many ways. When you're communicating, because communicating is a hell of a thing, you know, And that is why sometimes I repeat things 2-3 times so that person probably get the point, the exact point that I'm trying to communicate. When you're communicating, you have to try your best that what you are saying, it doesn't leave room to be interpreted many ways. So communication is a hard thing, It's not an easy thing. And you all know the thing about the what they call it? If you form a line of, say, 10 persons in a line, what they call that again? And you say something to the one at the top there, so by the time it reaches the 10th person, it's a totally different thing from what you said to the one at the top, Try it. If you have never tried it yet or you have never experienced it, try it. Have 10 persons in a line, say something to the one at the top, and then he's going to say to everybody, come down. And you come to the bottom, and that 10 person is going to tell you something totally different from what you said to the person at the top. So communication is hard work. Hard work. So when we are communicating, we must try our best to make sure that we minimize the number of ways that it can be interpreted. If what you said can only be interpreted one way, that is masterful communication. But 2 is not bad. But when you start touch 3 and 4 and 5, you're really gone out of the way. Let's watch Brutal now. Comes in, bowls, play back to the bowler. That's Amir Django just played back to the bowler down the outside of the pitch on the bunks, and there is no run. 55 without loss after 7.3. Brutal over the wicket. The right arm leg spinner bowls to the left-handed Amir Django, goes deep in his crease, cannot beat extra cover, and there is no run. 55 without loss. 7.4 overs have been bowled. This is Brutal first over. None for 2 from his first 4 deliveries. Brutal tosses from hand to hand. He's going to come in now to bowl to the left-handed Amir Django, who's on 22 from 23. He turned this away, down to the man at short fine leg, cannot score. 55 without loss after 7.5. He probably didn't need to come onto the front foot and play that a little earlier to the right of the short fine leg and gets a singer. He's on 22 from 24. As the right arm leg spinner Brutal comes in now, the final delivery of his first over, the final of number 8, bowls to Django. He's under the front foot, turn it to mid-wicket, end of over number 8, West Indies 55 without loss. When would you realize that West Indies need a development coach, plus which foreign coach ever won with a West Indies side? Elton, you're not. Let me put it this way. And just before I respond to you, Colin Goodridge and Leroy George, you guys understand the point I made about communication a while ago? You understand the point? Because if you understand the point, you would have risked the argument. So you're saying that West Indies never won with a foreign coach? Didn't we beat England 2-1 out here with a foreign coach? What's his name? Pybus? Slower delivery, Amir Django into the shot, 1 and 1 bounce 4, or has it gone all the way? Let's watch the signal. We are waiting on the signal. So it's a pitched up, slow delivery. He was into the shot, but it went a long way. And this field at Sarja is not a small field. They are going to double check it. He has to take the left hand off the bat to make sure that he timed it away. And make sure that he guided it into the gap. Oh, it's a long way for 6. That gonna... Gonna double check it. I think it's at 6. It's a long way for 6. That's comfortable 6. He moves up now to 28. The score is on 62. Here's Adil. Comes in now. Over the wicket. Bowls. As he was a ball, you know the YouTube thing, advertisement comes on. And it's one of those unskippable advertisement. Oh my Lord. So 66 without loss. Another 4 by Amir Django, who was down the leg side and he whipped it away down to fine leg for 4. West Indies begins to motor, and as West Indies motor, you realize that the number of persons who are watching it are dwindling because the Nepalese are running away. Please remember to slash a like on the video. Adil bowls to Django off the back foot. He punches it to extra cover. 66 without loss as he was unable to beat the man. Please slash a like on the video. Scan the QR code and check out GoFundMe Fashion for Men. And also click on the Cricket Forum link in the video description. Visit our Cricket Forum store in the video description. 66 without loss. You can also click on the link in the video description and go to the GoFundMe store. Over the wicket bowls. Pitched up, slow delivery, driven. Past the man. Down to long on for a single. Past the bowler who stretch out his foot. Try to stop it and it goes down towards long on for a single. 67 without loss. When would you realize that West Indies need a development coach? I guess probably there was a time, Sheldon. You remember after, was it 2023? You remember when TKR lose the 2023 finals? Was it to Guyana? Yeah, to Guyana. Pulled away by Agustia in the air, out of the ground, 6 runs. Lovely shot by the young man. Lovely shot there. He moves up now to 38 from 25 deliveries. West Indies 73 without loss. Remember, Sheldon, that there's a lot of things. Was it Guyana who beat Trinidad and Tobago Knight Riders in 2023? Remember, Sheldon, that you took it so hard that you weren't around for more than a year. And we have to be always asking for you because we care about you and we're always hoping that you are well. But you took it so hard that you weren't around for more than a year. So a number of the things that I've said and we have discussed would have probably missed you for more than that year. So I know that West Indies need a development coach a long time ago, but apparently you just found out because you want to squeeze in Bravo and Pollard. And that's the worst place to put Bravo and Pollard because now they will come up a true scout. They will now become a true scout for their agency if you have them in the development program. So you don't want to put them there. And this is not saying that I already made the point that these men have skill. And they have done undoubted skill. I do say that, so I'm not taking away from them, So that's the first thing, So you just realize that because you're looking and realize that West Indies need some development coach, But you don't know also that West Indies have development coaches right through the regions. So it appears that you're not knowing a lot, Sheldon. We do have development coaches. Should they be changed? I personally think some of them are lazy and not doing anything. That's my views. So should they be changed? Yes. Should Pollard and Bravo be development coaches? No. While I would not, what did I call it now? Promote, put it this way, while I would not be in favor of Bravo and Pollard being coaches of the West Indies senior team, I still think they can do a good job, but I'd prefer them to be there as coach of the West Indies senior team more than to be development coaches. Because if they become development coaches, we know where the players are going. We have to call a spade, we know what type of players are going to be developed if they become our development coaches. We know. The other thing about West Indies never win anything with a foreign coach, check the data. What's the band name? Pybus or something like that? We did win a series 2-0. And another thing though, there was a time when Brazil never win a World Cup with a foreign coach, There was a time when they never won a World Cup with a foreign coach. But they won the last World Cup with a foreign coach, don't? So as time evolves and as we become more of a global village, you who always rate Simmons in Bangladesh, and you talk a lot about a good job Simmons is doing with Bangladesh, clearly don't want a foreign coach for the West Indies because you are biased against foreign coach, while at the same time your countryman is coaching Bangladesh. What can go so? You wouldn't want West Indies to get a foreign coach, even if it is best in class. You wouldn't want that. You're against West Indies getting a foreign coach, even if it is best in class. Because a foreign coach never win anything yet with West Indies. Not true. I told you about Pybus. But at the same time, your countryman is coaching a foreign team. What can go so, Lord? You can't you have to come harder than that, Sheldon. 79 without loss after 9.5 overs. One delivery before the drinks break. Augusti is on 38. Amir Django is on 39. Django is on strike. 79 without loss. Shahab, left arm spinner over the wicket, bowls to Django, play this away down towards the cover boundary, and they drag walk a single. 80 without loss at the drinks break. Surely it will be the drinks break now. Let's see. I've not seen any signal. The producer have not scanned to. He finally scanned to the umpire. So 80 without loss. West Indies after 10 just need a further 43 to win. Look like me pops get a spot on the team again, lol. He watched the highlights this morning and he say he want a spot, lol. Jamor Small, I don't know. Jamor Small, I'm not picking up that one, Jamor Small. So it is I say, paraphrasing, you said I hope protecting his position as wicket keeper. Yeah, I probably did say that. But I never said the instruction came from Hope. I said the instruction came from higher Hope. Mr. Casanova, you got to get the YouTube premium money to avoid the ads. Universe Boss said Tahir Mohammed, Universe Boss should be the T20 batting coach. Well, again, that's not something I agree with, but then again, it's your opinion, and I can't fault a man for his opinion. Gayle may well be the greatest coach ever. So you may well be right and I'm wrong, but I would not give Gayle the job as a T20 batting coach. I would not. But then again, it doesn't mean that you are not right, Tahir Mohammed. It doesn't mean that you are not right. Be careful you rate yourself on stats. But Sheldon, is it the numbers? Numbers are the only objective form of rating, Yeah, numbers is the only objective form. Although sometimes the numbers is subjective. So you're watching a gymnastic event. You're watching a gymnastic event. They don't just wait until the gymnastic done. They say you win, you win, you win, you know. They probably have 8 judges. They take away the score of the lowest one, take away the score of the highest one, and then average just the rest. Are 14 judges, whatsoever. So after every participant complete their routine, each and every routine, the judge write down a number. Now that number may be subjective, but at the end of the day, you can all check the numbers. So although numbers may be subjective on occasions, like in a gymnastic event, those numbers can also be challenged. Because if a person did a brilliant routine and a judge gave the person 2 out of 10, then they are expert to say, no, you're a poor judge. This is not 2 out of 10. You don't have to give 10 out of 10, but this is not 2 out of 10. You could give it 7 or 8, but this is definitely not 2 out of 10. So those numbers can be judged and loaded as subjective. But Sheldon, stats, numbers is the most objective way of determining performance. Yeah. Let's watch Brutal. He comes in, bowls to Agostio off the back foot and plays a pleasing shot down to the field and the cover boundary for another single. 82 now without loss. So we are back after the drinks break. 10.2 overs have been bowled. West Indies have scored 2 singles since. Amir Jangu is on 41. Akeem Agosti is on 39. This is good from both these two. Brutal comes in, bowls to Amir Jangu, goes across his stump and swing it high in the air, and they feel that backward square leg can only watch as it goes into the stand for 6. Lovely shot by Amir Jangu, which put him up now to 47, and the score is now 88 without loss. 88 without loss. In my opinion, Stuart Law was able to make the test team a bit more competitive. The test team improved under his leadership. But after he left, the team then declined again. And you know that there were issues why Stuart Law leave though. Stuart Law was a victim of the same Brian Lara, Dave Cameron syndrome, Michael Douglas. Stuart Law, while that never came out in the open, but he was a victim of it. And being as a man, him not from here, he must say, boss, me no need to go through this, 94 without loss. I said, me no need to go do this. Amir Jangu has brought up his half century with a 6. There was another advertisement, so I never saw that. It says 94 without loss as Amir Jangu brought up his half century with a 6. 94 without loss. So he was another victim of that, where this pushback because persons don't want to operate at a high standard, So he was a victim of that. It is, I say, some numbers are artificial, like some artificial data. Let's see now. Brutal over the wicket, bowls to Django. He moves across his crease. The bowler looks to throw it a little wider, but he cuts it down to the backward point field on the boundary. 1 more to the total. He moves up now to 54, 95 without loss. There's a comment that I saw from Tayyir Mohammed that Mr. Brown, guys like Bravo, Pollard, Tayyir, and Pretorius can be very good grooming coach for young West Indies players. As it said, 95 without loss at the end of over number 11. Tayyir Mohammed, I don't know about Pretorius and Tayer, but you probably know more than I. You'd have, but I have no doubt in my mind, absolutely no doubt. Just as I said, you see a girl, she's pretty, you tell her that she's pretty, you have no doubt in your mind that she's pretty, but you're not interested in a relationship with her. I have no doubt in my mind that Pollard and Bravo has the ability and have demonstrated in my side to be good coaches. I have no doubt about that. However, my assessment of them, which can be wrong, but this is my assessment of those two, is that if they start to interact with our players, especially at the younger level, at the development level, 101 without loss. 60 now for me, Django is hit another 6. He's playing a blinder here now. So if they start to interact with our players, especially at the younger level, my assessment is that they will push them more towards T20 franchise cricket than push them towards Test cricket. That is my judgment. That is my conclusion that I came to about them. Right? So that's why I wouldn't want them to be touching wide signal, and the batsmen also run 1, so it's 103 without loss. Augustian 39 comes into strike. So that is my assessment of them. You know, why I don't want them around players. There's enough evidence to suggest, there's enough information out there to suggest that they have a very big bias towards T20 cricket. And I want to avoid that. I just think that they will push them towards that. 104 without loss. So that doesn't mean that I don't think they are good coaches. I just think that I don't want them around my youngsters because I think that's where they will push them. They will influence them in that direction. Off the back foot, Amir Django looking to give himself room and the leg break turns into him. He manages, however, to get it down to backward point boundary for 4. He moves up to 64. 108 without loss, West Indies after 11.2 overs. Wow, I thought he got an edge onto it. Apparently, the keeper missed it. I thought that he got an edge onto it. It's just a camera angle why I thought so, you know. If they had shown us this picture first, I would know that the ball went straight behind the keeper and that backward point. But it's a camera angle. 108 without loss. The left arm orthodox Tina Shah bows to Django, uses his feet, hit it over long on for 6. He just came down the pitch and hit it over long on for 6. 6 more. Oh, Django is playing a screamer here today, you know. 66 without loss after 114 delivery. And this is now a good innings by Django. And I hope he doesn't suffer the commentator's curse, but this is now definitely a good innings by Django. Very good, well, good innings. Leave off the very for the time being. This has now become a good innings by the young man. Jano is really batting well. 110, 114 without loss. Has he hit another 4? A 6. It was a 6. So he moves up to 66. Yeah, the champions, at least they didn't whitewash us. True. Full toss, played away, down towards the extra cover boundary. The fielder long off, comes around, picks up, sends the return in. They are back for 116 without loss. And this is more pleasing to me. Django. Block the damn ball, man. Block the ball. I'm at the youth try and get 50. Block the ball. Don't be selfish, man. Block. Oh, sure. Oh, at least he got a shot finally. Try it a 6 and a 4 now, my youth, and get your 50. I don't like this at all, you know. I don't like this. We have so many overs left to go. You already reached 50. We are not setting a total, you know. You know, we are not setting a total. This is where the IQ come in now. So the youth have to go like a 4 and a 6 now if you want to make 50. This is where the IQ come in. You make your half century, or is it selfish? It's probably selfish though, you know, because every man playing for themselves. And you know, every man playing for themselves, and nobody really remember 40. They remember 50 odd. But you know, I don't like that at all from Django. I'm telling you, I don't like that. Good morning. Josh Da Silva should be in India and allow Hope to focus on his batting. Don't take the singer. Don't take the singer. Oh Lord. Uh, Come on, Django. You're the bigger man. You're the bigger man, you know. I don't like this. Me don't like this. Me don't like this. Me don't like it. Me tell you the truth. So West Indies 1, Django with another 6. I'm telling you the truth. I don't like that from Django. If the match was close, or if we were setting a score, it would be different. But we have more than 50 balls to go to get about 10 runs. The youth is on 40 and Django still playing shots. I don't like that. I'm telling you the truth. I can't like that, Bridget. I can't like that. I can't like that. And I'm not taking away from Django innings, you know. I already said it's a good innings. It was a very good innings. Well, a good innings. Well, you could call it. It is somewhere between a good innings and a very good innings. I don't quite think it reached a very good innings, but it is somewhere between a good innings and a very good innings. But I don't like that. That is where I want to see the cricketing IQ comes in. You know, because playing the game is not more than just playing the game. How much different it will sound if you say Augusti got his first half century in T20 international cricket. The 40 is not going to be on his record. The only way this 40 is on his record is unless it turn out to be his highest T20 score. And you and I don't want that. You and I don't want that. Let the man try. He could have got out, you know. But at least if you don't give him the opportunity, he won't get it. Now, this is weird now, because if I'm coaching this team, you know, when Django reads 16, I mean, I send the message go out there and I say, boss, give the youth the strike. Cut off for them shot there. We just want about, we're in a position where we couldn't lose the match again. There's no way. And I'm glad the word that comes to my mind is slaughter, but that sounds too aggressive. I'm glad we beat Bangladesh so bad by 10 wickets. We put them in them place. Some would say because the pressure is off. It doesn't matter. We beat them and we beat them badly. And we must rejoice and be happy about that. And Raman Simmons bowl. Who's the man of the match? Raman Simmons or Amir Django? Let me see your comment. Let me see. I see Masa Casanova say, oh, no. You know, let me see the man of the match. Who is the man of the match? Let me hear your comment on who is the man of the match. So me no like how it the last part of the innings. Me not like it. Me not like it. Me want to see the IQ from our players. Let the youth give the youth the opportunity to get the half century. No one knows if you will have gotten it. But at least, man, that's how you build team spirit, you know. That's how you build team spirit. Because the youth might not show it, but it might feel away. The youth might feel away, you know. And remember that if you are teammates, they what you call it now? The shoes can be on the other foot there, on the other feet the next day, you know. The shoes can be on the other feet the next day. What you are going to go down now? You're going to go down to Augusti and say, yeah, let me try to get the 50 now. So why didn't you let him try get the 50 today? You see where, you know, you see the mindset? You say Simmons easily. Robert Millington said we don't play for each other, you know. Augusti hardly faced any delivery of the power play. Django hugged the strike, said Michael Douglas. I look at the numbers. Yeah, you look at the numbers of deliveries that he faced compared to what the youngster faced, you know. Yeah. Simmons is man of the match, I'll say. Okay, so Simmons gets it. It's a psychological plus for the youth, said Beth. Yeah, indeed, it's a psychological plus. You know, so those are the little things that you know, those are the little things that we need to improve on. I'm happy that we win. We're in a better mood today than yesterday. You know, I think this new software that I'm using to project the stream, I think it looks cleaner than the previous one. What do you think? Yeah. The 50 stay with him, and he has much respect for the other batsmen who afford him the opportunity. Of course, yeah. Banana Brooks is saying, sorry I was late to this match. Banana Brooks, I'm glad that you were late. You know why? Maybe if you were here, you wouldn't win in a Banana Brooks. Just joking. Just joking, my boss. Just joking. Oh, there was something that I needed to say, which, and I want to say up front, I'm in total agreement with it. You want to realize that I shut down Sheldon, him gone. I shut him down. The CCC and the West Indies Academy will not be taking part in the Super 50 coming up next month, starting next month. I think it goes over to December. So the CCC and the West Indies Academy will not be taking part in those tournaments, in the tournaments. I'm also hearing, and I can say my sources have confirmed. I have sources that have confirmed that they will not be taking any part also in the regional 4-day coming up next year. I am in full agreement with this, because as you know, that has been something that I said on the channel, and that is something that I've said to Mile Bascom. So I'm in full agreement with it, because I've always said I don't see the value that those two teams had to the competition. I don't see the value. I don't believe in giving youngsters a chance for chance sake. They should earn that chance. And in the case of the CCC, too many cricketers were playing on the CCC who were players who have been dropped by their country, and some who were not on the first class scene. We don't remember them name, and we see that until we see them turn up for the CCC. We just don't remember them. And I had an issue with that. So I think that they didn't bring any value. In the case of the West Indies Cricket Academy, if the academy is doing its job, and this is what I said to Bascom, if the academy is doing its job, those players don't need to play for the academy, because all of them will make their respective regional team. Yeah, if the academy is doing their job, all of those players will make their regional team. Because they should be the best youngsters in the region, and if they are the best youngsters in the region and they live at the academy and training 7 days a week, eating, drinking, sleeping cricket, they should not have a challenge making their respective countries regional team. If they are not making their respective country regional team, the academy is failing. It's as simple as that. If they are not making, if 2 or 3 Jamaicans are at the academy and they cannot make Jamaica team, the academy is failing. So I do not see the need for academy team. So I think it's the right decision. I don't think it had any value to the tournament. So I applaud Cricket West Indies. I applaud Cricket West Indies for that. Oh, Simmons was voted the man of the match. What Django did here didn't take away from the brilliance from Augusti. Is one for the future, said Winston King. Well, we all hope so. We all hope so. It seems like a fight for position at the moment, said Rotelatu. And that is good too, Rotelatu. It's good to have competition. And Django make a big claim, and you know, we can be here saying, boy, Django should have been more of a team player. But what is going through Django mind? The cake is just so big, and it can just share in so many amount. That's the reality of it, you know. When West Indies is in India, it's a 15-man squad down there. It's not a 20-man squad. And even if it was a 20-man squad, it's still only 20. So Django probably looking at that and say, you can't go and talk, young boy. Oh, me? The next, me want to go to Bangladesh, so you stay there. Me want to go to Bangladesh. You know, so so Rodela too, so that is true, but I would have still preferred to see him. I think he would be a bigger person. But maybe he's going to say, I don't want to be a big person. I want to make as much runs. He's going to say, Mr. Brown. So yes, Django to me now. Mr. Brown, yesterday you said that you don't want me to play for the West Indies. You don't want me to play for the Caribbean. You want me to play for myself and my family. That's what I said yesterday. So Django is going to say, no, oh, Mr. Brown, oh, today, no, you're going to ask me to play for Django, for Augusti. So maybe that's how Django would answer me. But I still think that he should have let the youth get the opportunity to make his 50. Jay saying that I'm so happy we beat Nepal. I am happy that we beat Nepal, and I'm very happy that we beat Nepal, and I'm happy that the way we beat them too. Thank you very much, Young Dre. Thank you. You're saying that this software looks better. Thank you. Thank you. History in the making, a 10-wicket win. Yes, this is very comprehensive. Thank you very much, Young Dre. I think so too. When I look at it, it looks a little cleaner. Yeah. History is in the making, a 10-wicket win. And I just start using it, so I don't align it properly yet, you know, because I just start learning it. So maybe when I align it, it's going to look sharper, you know. This is just like a initial thing to get it up and running, because I still don't fully understand all the features and so on yet. But thank you, boss. I will continue to work at it. At least the team win. That is the main thing, of course. Yeah. No, man. Come on, man. Come on, Troy Perry. We are not. It's like you do a maths exam, right? And you get 95. That is an A, you know. That is an A. A plus. Triple A plus. But you know, you try squeeze out the other 5 points to make everything. All right. The main thing is that we win the match. But answer me now, Troy Perry. Would Augusti feel better if he had made a half century more than to not out and 40? Mark, you know, he's very, very happy that he came not out. No matter how many he made, he's very happy. He's glad. It's a good feeling. But do you think that he would have felt a little better if he had scored the half century? So that's the point we're making. We're happy for the win. The main thing, of course, is the win, of course. But we're just now nitpicking. Oh, here comes Sheldon again. I really thought I'd done with you for the day, Sheldon. But yeah. Remember when the Australian told Powell that getting a win and run rate is more important than personal stats? I don't need to reply to that. I don't need to reply to that because Sheldon, let me tell you now. It's the last match of a series. It won't affect the series. It's not a tournament where net run rate is going to matter in the end. It's the last match of a series. We are in a position that we couldn't win the match. Why we couldn't just had a little more milk to the coffee, or because Django is from Trinidad, whatsoever he does is right for you? We can't mash you up, Sheldon. I love you bad. My good friend TV and Cricket Power Play over there in Florida. Thank you, man. I appreciate what you did for me since morning. I really appreciate it, big man. One love, man, and thank you so much for doing it. You're such a wonderful person, man. Big up yourself and your dear wife and children. Big up, man. And I know your son played in the US minor league. Yeah, and he did well in some of the matches. As usual, his cricket, he never done so well. But big up yourself. So check out TV and Cricket Power Play over there in Florida. If you have any events streaming, and also thank you, big up yourself, TV and Cricket Power Play. What he's saying, it just shows that the team is not all together and includes the coach, Yeah, I just think maybe, yes. I think just maybe. So here's Sheldon now. Sheldon is saying, Sheldon, all right. Sheldon, me and if you have a debate. Any topic. I want, when we're doing the watch along Thursday morning, I want some recommendations of topics. All right, Sheldon, let me put it this way. You see, this evening, going into tomorrow morning, leading up to Thursday, sweat on it. Sweat on any 4 topics you would like us to debate. And on Thursday, you give me those 4 topics. I'll run a poll, and whichever topic this community decide that we should debate, one Sunday morning, 9:35 Jamaica time, 10:35 your time. Come for your beating. I would rather them invite USA or Canada to replace those 2 teams, to be honest. I was making the point the other day. I don't think because Canada and the USA is what you would call a tier 2 associate member. A tier 1 associate member, which means they're tier 2. I don't think they can play in the regional tournament. Well, they can play, but probably not at full strength. They'll probably have to say USA or Canada A or something like that. But to the best of my knowledge, the associate team, especially those in tier, those at the top, which is tier 2 overall, couldn't really play in our first class. But maybe they could say Canada A or so. Mr. Brown, is Django and Augustine the test team? No, none of them are in the test team. Django never had such a bad regional 4-day this year. Now he was on the up and up in the regional 4-day, but he was very disappointed against South Africa A, and I think that would have pulled him back down the ladder. And then he never done so well in Pakistan either. He never kicked down the door in Pakistan. But I think that separate and apart from Pakistan, I think what really hurt him is South Africa A performance. Django should give the youth a chance to make his 50 TV and cricket power play. Yeah, that would have been my perspective. This team can beat Australia and India, say young J2 parties. Thank you for the laugh, boss. Thank you for the laugh, Thank you for the laugh. I appreciate it. That's why I love this community so much, I love this community. And as I said yesterday, you remember yesterday when Osman and I mean Osman came and he said something about Etmai and it was like I was going to blow a valve. And the good Lord above just caused the power supply to cut for about 5 seconds. And it just calmed me down. So I give thanks to everybody. Django actually got a lot of beaten by everybody for his strike rate. So he was trying to improve his strike rate. The higher, the better. I can understand. Django was 20 off 19. Agosti was pushing the rate in the partnership. But that doesn't have anything to do with the end result, eh? Yeah, the end result, eh? Orlando Paul said, to me, the only blemish on this match is Nepal was able to make over 100. However, congratulations to the team for the comprehensive win. Right, I love that word, comprehensive, Orlando Paul. I'm really glad to say we not only win. If we had win by like say 2 wickets or 3 wickets or scrape through, it will not feel so good. Now we can say that I just one of them thing there. You could say, well, boy, jet lag and all of those things. You can find many excuses now and say, because I think that if this was a 5-match series, we'd have win 3-2. I definitely think we'd have win 3-2. Yeah. We can't say that Django did it on his own. We don't know what the discussion was on the pitch. It could be that he said, you finish it. Oh, no, that's true, though. That's true. But but Tyre, look into it, Tyre. Would you say that? If you are not out 40 and you said to Django, you finish it? And if Agosti said that, don't you think you need counseling? Because that would be a negative mindset. To be not out on 40, you have seen all the bowlers. You have seen every bowlers from Nepal already, And you are not out 40, and you're going to say, Django, you finish it? I would need a counselor to talk to him because that mindset would be too negative. And I don't think you would have said that. I don't think you would have said that. I can't say that. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you, guy. I really appreciate you, guy. Errol Jack say, hey, I'm so happy West Indies take their names out of the commentator's mouth. Yes. Yes. Yeah, man, we need to enjoy the win, Athena. Yes, man. Yeah, Athena, you ready for this debate? Yeah, man, I'm ready to. Yes. Agosti looking comfortable in the opening spot. Could it be him and Samson in 3 years? Well, I just want everybody to do well. For me, the best thing about West Indies cricket is for everybody to do well because you see how happy we are now. Look yesterday, me I cuss off everybody, eh? Me I cuss off everybody yesterday, Everybody me cuss off yesterday. Look how me calm and relaxed today now. Because what? West Indies win. But yesterday me I cuss off everybody. Every little thing trigger me yesterday. Eh? Every little thing, no matter what it is, it trigger me. But today now, nothing can trigger me. Me calm like the sea. So a win is a nice feeling, may I tell you. Yeah. The best thing about today's match was Older not bowling his last over and allowing the young seamers to finish out their spell since they were bowling well. Well, I said it already, I said it already. And despite Sheldon's best effort to preempt, I call it preemptive strike. After we lost the first match, this preemptive strike to ward off criticism of Hussein when persons were not even thinking about Hussein. But I said it already, I love Hussein as a captain. I love him as a captain. And I love how him straightforward. Yeah, I love the comments that he said after the match yesterday. Yeah, man. Remember Kenya beat us in 1995 World Cup. It was 95 or 96. I think the World Cup was 96. Mr. Casanova, there's a difference between Kenya beating that team in 96 than this West Indies team losing to Nepal. It was a shocker. That Kenya team could not beat West Indies team in 2 consecutive matches. The gap was wide. The gulf was wide. It's like a Division 4 team in England beating Liverpool in a one-off FA Cup match. That's what happened in 1996. When it comes to Nepal and this West Indies team, the gap is much closer. You know, the gap is much closer. So it's two big different things. It's a big difference for me. That West Indies team that Kenya beat, if they play a match the next day, probably 4 or 5 of those players would have gone to the hospital. I have no doubt about that. You know, it's just a one-off thing. Nepal and this West Indies team is closer. And we have seen that associate teams continue to beat us. They are the 4th associate team to beat the West Indies. Is this the last tour for Myers? As I said the other day, remember that Myers was really a bowler who went to Bangladesh and make a double 100 and test debut, and everybody don't looking at him as a batsman who can bowl. He was really a bowler before he got the injury. He used to bowl at, a tear-away pace, but he used to bowl with some pace and he could bat. But when he got the injury, it changes everything. His pace went and, you know. He has passed through the revolving door, said Mr. Casanova. Patrick Smith is saying, Mr. Brown, I'm so happy for you that West Indies win the match because I know you could not sleep. Thank you very much, Patrick Smith. You hit the nail on the head, man. I appreciate you very much. Thank you all for tuning in today. It was a pleasure. I enjoyed the match, and you know, yesterday, all of you who what you call it now, who probably got the wrong side of me because West Indies was losing and I was on edge. I was losing to Nepal. I know you understand. You know, it's just one of those things. I appreciate you much. I love you much. And thanks, Elton, because I was not going to do the match. And yesterday, Elton said, you need to do the watch along, man. And I came and I do it and I enjoy it. I enjoy your company. And as I said at the start of the show, as soon as the live stream start and I saw you guys start coming on, my day just feel better. You always let me feel better, and I thank you very much. I appreciate you very much. Have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. Bye for now.